Hello, it's me Bobby and welcome to Ninja Mama. Today I am making super flapjacks. These snacks are great for when I want to go to the gym, after the gym, as a quick breakfast, when I really need that quick sugar hit. So this is the first time I'm making flapjacks. Once upon a time I was supposed to make it at school and I never got to. So today I get to do that. Finished my homework all the way when I was about 9 years old. So I am using gluten-free porridge oats. So these are much better for the stomach. They're high in fibre and it has magnesium too, so it helps regulate my blood sugar. So we've got 150 grams of gluten-free porridge oats. Okay, and looking at our dry ingredients first, I've got here pistachio nuts. These are my favourite nuts. They remind me of the senzu beans from Dragon Ball Z. And every time I eat one, I feel like a surge of power because there's a lot of minerals and vitamins in all these ingredients, and particularly with pistachio nuts, the dry ones, is that actually has a lot of potassium. So potassium is good for regulating the fluid balance in your body, muscle contraction, so very important if you go to the gym. Some pistachio nuts, and I'm gonna give it a little bit of bashing. So I love these nuts, and if you like them really fine, you can use a food processor, but this way I get to actually burn some calories, use some of that muscles, eat some more potassium, and this will help. And also I quite like that crunch, that texture, that nutty flavour. I love pistachio nuts, so this is the reason why I'm using pistachio nuts, but you can use whatever nuts you're crazy about. Cashew nuts, walnuts, whatever nut you're feeling nutty about. So, give that a bit of grind. And our next ingredient will be seeds as well. So I can actually add them with the nuts. I've got here some chia seeds, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, and watermelon seeds. Again, it has lots of potassium, high in potassium, but also omega-3s. A nice healthy heart, help you regulate blood pressure. You don't want to be all stressed and angry. So lots of omegas is going to be beneficial for you, and I think not enough people eat enough omegas. So include as much omegas as you can in your diet. And we're going to add these to our oats. You can have them as coarse as you like, wholesome as you like, fine as you like, just the way you want to have it. And obviously if you have a processor, that will reduce all your efforts and it'll be super quick and super easy. So oh, this goodness already. I haven't gone through the rest of our ingredients. So this is our dry ingredients, and now I'm going to go through the dry fruits, so our sweetness. I can't eat foods that are too sweet, especially processed sugar. I can't eat that. It actually makes me sick. So dry fruits don't. They are very nice and sweet as well, and there's lots of benefits to dried fruit too. So here we are. I've got some apricots, and we want to cut them nice and fine. So apricots have vitamin A, E, and C, and vitamin C is great for, slowing down the aging process. Anything with high antioxidants will help fight against cancer and keep you from aging too fast, basically. So lots and lots of antioxidants you want to have. And I'm using apricots, but you can either use your favourite fruits, basically. I've also got raisins and dates. Now, if you like it really sweet, like your flapjack sweets, and you can eat the sugary stuff, you can either use the sugar or date sugar, or just basically process some dates in a processor and blitz that all up until it becomes like sugar. So I've got dates here too, but you want to replace the sugar with maybe dates or even coconut sugar, something a bit more natural, a little bit more nutritious, so it has other nutrients as well. So I'm just going to chop these. These flapjacks are going to have a lot of texture. I really want to have a good bite. And what's good about these flapjacks is they'll keep you full for longer. You know, it's high in fibre. So we go in to chop them up nice and fine. The raisins, I'm not going to chop them up. And dates. We have here some dates. So if you was to use dates instead of sugar, you'd use about 150 grams worth of dates. But here I've only got like 40 grams here. And I'm going to chop them up with the apricots as well. And dates have lots of minerals and vitamins, but it has calcium. Well, actually dates have a good source of calcium, but anyway, yeah, we want some good bone health. And just chopping up. So apricots also have vitamin A, which is good for your vision. I'm just naming just a few of these benefits that's coming from all these ingredients in these flapjacks. So you know that it's like a guilty pleasure, but it's really good for you. So it may be a sweet treat, however, it will benefit you in many ways. From blood pressure, to your bones, to your eye health, everything. A little bit here, a little bit there. You want to balance it out, because life throws to you a lot of temptations. And if you can have some sweetness in your life, then you're less likely to binge on processed foods, non-nutritional, high-fat, high-carb type foods that can increase your weight. And we want to feel good at the end of the day, right? And you want to feel better about yourself. So some foods can give you pleasure in just the first instance, but long term it's not going to make you feel too good. So good food, feeling really good, this is what we're all about. Nice, our dry ingredients. And then now we're looking at our wet ingredients. Is maple syrup. Usually people use golden syrup, which is sky high sweet. I was addicted to it at one point of my life, which really probably kick-started my weight gain. I loved golden syrup poured all over fried banana fritters. That was a treat that, that's a devilly treat, I tell you that. I don't eat that anymore, but I remember being really addicted to that flavour of golden syrup. Honey, I also love honey. And again, it is the GI on that is pretty high. Your blood sugar levels are going to increase sky high, and then it's going to drop. And then you're going to feel tired, and especially when I need help with regulating my blood sugars. I was told by doctors I was pre-diabetic, so I need to sort my diet out, my exercise out, and which is the reason why I'm coming up with these recipes that are high nutrition, like magnesium. And a lot of these ingredients have magnesium in it, and that actually helps regulate the blood sugar. So they say people with diabetes, actually they're low on magnesium, so we want to increase that. And we have the sweet stuff like I was talking about, the maple syrup. So I've chosen maple syrup because it is sweet, it is natural. This is organic, so it will be vegan. Not all maple syrups are actually vegan. They may contain animal fats. Organic. And maple syrup has zinc. So we need zinc for the immune system to fight bacteria. It really is a good mineral to have. And you usually have quite a lot of minerals in your cereals, and I don't really eat cereals myself. There we are, look at that. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So all we do is mix these dry ingredients with the melted wet. So let's get these wet ingredients in. I have a pan, and I'm going to melt some vegan butter. So this is a vegan block. It is a mixture of shea butter, coconut, and almond. Smells lovely, that nutty, creamy type. And it smells like skincare. So all these ingredients are really good for the skin. And I'm going to put that in, and we're going to melt it along with the maple syrup. So I've got 150 grams of the vegan butter, and I've got 3 large generous tablespoons of maple syrup, so we're going to add that in as well. And then we're going to wait until the butter basically melts, and then we're going to add all these ingredients into a dish like so, and put it into an oven to cook. So let's go. Okay, so we're back. It's all melted. Here we are. We got the maple syrup, which I love the smell of, and I have the vegan butter all melted in here. I'm going to add all the dry ingredients now, and this is a vegan version, but if you're not vegetarian or vegan, you can use butter. Grass-fed butter is best, and you could use the kind of dry fruits that you prefer, the nuts that you prefer, the seeds that you prefer. This is just a suggestion, and you can also change the quantities. Oh, it's so lovely. It's amazing. Smells good. You know, all these... it's so healthy. Mine's really chunky. You might want to use a processor, make it nice and fine. And I know that this is going to give me a nice energy boost when I need it. These flapjacks are really great for the lunchbox as well, as a sweet treat, as a dessert. You can have these in your bags, and it's great in the hot weather. You may not want something like chocolate that may melt. I think it's better than to have sugar candy treats to give you that energy. You might as well have the nutrients as well. So mixed it. It's got lovely colours, I must say, with the apricots, the raisins, the nuts. And all you have to do is press it tightly with some paper, baking paper, and it's done. Put it in the oven, and we've got some yummy, yummy superfood flapjacks. And actually, I got this recipe online and changed it myself. It's very similar to one from this book. It's called the Clever Guts Diet. It's more of granola, has a lot more nuts in that recipe. It also has egg whites, which particularly I'm doing a vegan version of this. So yeah, this is looking so good. Let's get this, and press it really hard as well. Put some pressure on so that it doesn't crumble. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Nice and healthy. Fibre. Yep. Lots of fibre. We've got that nice sugary, sweet taste from the maple syrup. We've got that creamy, rich flavour from the shea butter, the almond butter, and it's amazing. Just give that a good old press, and then we can cut them up when they're cooked and hand them out. I know that my kids will like these. So these are gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's full of omegas from the nuts and the seeds. I can't really go wrong with this, and I actually don't crave for sugary snacks. I can't eat them, but I'm sure with this, with all the goodness in this, I will be able to eat and not have that trembly feeling. When I eat foods high in sugar, I start shaking, and it doesn't feel good. I'll ask myself, do you want to do that again? And I'm like, maybe. But ultimately, I really don't feel good after eating a high sugar snack. So naturally, I'm more disciplined. However, who doesn't like a dessert? And because there's so much nutrients in this flapjack, it means it may help with sugar cravings as well. So you don't have to keep stuffing your face, and it keeps you full. I find that when I am really hungry, I'll eat anything, even those sugary snacks. So keeping yourself away from hunger is important, and eating lots and lots of food that are good for you, because even if you do overeat, at least you're absorbing all those nutrients. So for me, it's a win-win. And if you have more energy, you're not feeling, you know, really low in energy and all that kind of stuff, then at least when you have energy, that you're actually burning it all off, you know, get those muscles working. And yeah, so beautiful. Let's get these in the oven and cook.